Hey, it's Gary Woods, MarylandHousePros.com. I also work with Our Go to One Realty. We here in Upper Marlboro, but I want to go over some things today to help you in your business if you're doing real estate investing. Even if you're a real estate agent. One of the things about real estate agents, I'm like, hey guys, real estate investors are pretty much experts at marketing, so you should be targeting the same people that they're targeting. It's going to get you more business because people seem to trust real estate agents before they deal with investors, because investors know what the low ball and they think we out to rip them off. But let's get started. So if you haven't set your goals for this year, that's something that you have to do, right? But you want to start with your goals. So this is what you want to do. We're going to do 4 squares. Right? And I know you're not supposed to turn your back to the camera, but hey, it's not professional. It's just something I'm doing. So we start off with 4 squares. Those 4 squares, what you want to make this year in 2019. Let's start with the end in mind. So at the end of the year, you want to say, hey, I want a net, not gross, what I net, what I actually bought for this year. So start with the end in mind. So let's say you want to do $120,000, which is very easy in this area in real estate investing. You can actually do that probably like 2 to 3 months, right? So let's say you want to do $120,000. So you want to come back. This is monthly. That's about what? About $10,000 a month. And then weekly. And then this is the most important. What are your daily activities? What are your daily activities? What are you doing on a daily basis to generate those leads? So your daily activities going to lead to your weekly goals. And your weekly goals, let's say the average wholesale fee is $10,000. So in order to make that, you need one deal. You need one deal for that whole month. So let's say you want to close, let's say on the weekly goal you want 3 appointments. Because 3 appointments equal 1 deal. So if you got to go on 3 appointments, then you got to know your numbers. I actually teach this too. I can show you how to do this. How many phone calls or how much marketing do you have to do to generate an appointment? And then once you get those appointments, how many appointments do you typically have to go on to get you a deal? Let's just say you have to go on 3 appointments before you get that 1 deal, and your average fee on that wholesale deal is $10,000. So you say, hey, in order to get that, I need to do like 3 appointments a week. So 3 appointments will easily bring you that $10,000 easy. And if you're doing that, you can easily succeed your goal. So what's your daily activities? How many deals you need to do a week? What's your monthly goal? And then your yearly goal. So you start with the end in mind. What I want to do in a year. And, don't hold back. Because if you say, hey, $120,000 is not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money in this area, especially in this field we in. $120,000. When people say always be realistic, realistically, if you set this business up right and you do it properly, you can make $1 million in 9 months in this area right here. $1 million in 9 months, and I know it can be done. Believe me. Right? So set your goal. Set a goal, and then what do you got to do to do that goal? Right now, you want to set your budget. Set your marketing budget. For 12 months. What can you afford to spend a month for the next 12 months? What's the dollar amount? $2, $3, $5, $100, $400, whatever you can do, whatever you can afford to spend a month, for the next 12 months. And you got to be consistent with it. And only you know your budgets. People say, how much should I be spending in marketing? That depends on you. How much can you afford to spend in marketing? Set your monthly marketing budget, which you can always increase it, but you can never decrease it, right? Stick with it, be consistent all the way through. And consistency is one of the keys to this business. Consistency is one of the keys to this business, right? So once you set your marketing budget, what you can do for a whole year, for the next 12 months, set your daily schedule. Set your daily schedule. So at a certain time of day, you should know exactly what you should be doing. You shouldn't be guessing, oh, what should I do today, or wake up in the morning. So you should have set your daily schedule. Between 2 and 3, you know that you're returning phone calls, or 2 or 3, you're actually doing mailings, or between 4 and 5, you're making phone calls. So set your schedule, and your schedule is going to be based on your activities. What is your most lead generating activity, right? You probably don't know. If you're just getting started, the market we're in, I can tell you some of the best lead sources, right? Some of the best lead sources. Pre-foreclosure. Pre-foreclosure. Now, if you're in Maryland, you're doing these deals in Maryland, you have to be careful. You can still do these deals, but you have to be careful. You need to know the Maryland law, right? You need to know the Maryland law. Pre-foreclosures is one of the deals that you can do that's very, very profitable, and there's a ton of them. They're never going away. There's always going to be people losing jobs, losing houses, getting divorced, and going through situations, and that's what we do. We help people. And the more people you help, the more money you make. So you don't think of yourself as being in a real estate business. You're in the people helping business. And just all you have to figure out is how can you help these people. So pre-foreclosure is one of the ways, right? And what I also like, tax delinquent. Tax delinquent. These are people who haven't paid their taxes for some reason. And what's the average taxes in this area is extremely high, especially Prince George's County. You're looking at what, maybe $3,000 to $4,000 a year. And most tax sales, they at least 2 years behind on their taxes. That's what, anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 behind on taxes. That's a lot of money. So you got pre-foreclosure, tax delinquent, probate. These people are not going anywhere. You got people dying every day, and people inheriting property. What if you inherit the property in Utah from a family member? Most likely, I don't want to move to Utah. I don't want that with the property. So what they going to do? Most likely find somebody to buy it from them, right? Also, in probate, you also got vacant. For a lot of reasons. These properties are vacant, and people just walked away and left these properties, right? So you got vacant. You also have, on top of the probate, you got inherited. So you inherit the property. You say, hey, I can't afford to keep this property. I can't afford to pay the taxes on that property. I can't afford to keep the maintenance up on that property. I don't want to be a landlord. So guess what? I'm going to find somebody to buy that property, right? Also, divorce. I think over 60, I think it's 61 or 63. I'm going to say over 60% of divorces end with the property being sold. It can be pretty messy, but it's a great source of leads, right? And one of my favorites is expired / withdrawn. Expired and withdrawn properties. These properties have been listed with a realtor, and for some reason they didn't sell. For some reason they pulled it off the market. But what I like about these people right here, they pretty much understand the process already. For some reason their house didn't sell. They have to pull it off the market. And if you learn the different strategies on how to close these deals, it's absolutely great, right? Absolutely great. So pre-foreclosure, tax delinquent, probate, vacant, inherited, divorce, expired and withdrawn, and there's many other ways. There's many other leads. You got driving for dollars. There's so many ways to find leads, right? But you want the people that's most motivated. You want people with the problem. So somebody just out there looking to sell their home to see how much they can get for it is not what you're looking for. Not when you're trying to do this wholesaling business. But I found these to be the best source of leads for my business. And we do really, really well. Really, really well. So between these leads right here, you can make $1 million this year. You can make $1 million this year. So find out realistically what you want to make for the year. Knowing that, the average wholesale fee $10,000. It could be more. It could be less. It could be. I had somebody made as little as $700. I had some people make, thousands, like $80,000, $90,000 on a wholesale deal, right? So let's say your average wholesale deal. If you've done these deals before, then you pretty much know what your average is, what you want to make a year, what that comes out to a month, what you need to figure out, what you need to make on a monthly basis to reach your yearly target. Then weekly, what you need to be doing weekly, how many appointments, how many deals, how many phone calls, how many letters, what you need to do. Then your daily activities. This is the important part, guys. This is the important part. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. And also with that, if you don't have a good follow-up system, if you don't have a good follow-up plan in place, do that first. Do that first. Put your good follow-up plan in place. Be consistent. Set your daily goals. Set your daily activities. You ask yourself, right? Some of the things you ask yourself. Okay, how many offers did I make today? How many offers did I make today? Right? How many distressed homeowners did I talk to? And notice the word distress. How many distressed homeowners did I talk to? Now, with distressed homeowners, all these people, I like to talk to them in person. I like to meet them to build that relationship. This is a relationship business, right? A lot of people say, hey, talk to them by phone. You can send them a mail, but I like to meet them in person. I like to talk to them and sit down and figure out what got them there and how can I help them to get out that situation, right? How many appointments did I make? How many appointments did I make? How many appointments did I make? How many offers did I get accepted? You're going to find most of your offers going to come from follow-up. Most of your deals getting accepted is going to come from your follow-up. You got to be good at follow-up, right? So these are some of the things you want to track on your daily activity. So how many offers did I make today? You're in the business of making offers. If you I was like, I'm trying to help somebody, like, okay, how many offers have you made in the last month? Oh, not. So how many deals do you expect to get when you didn't make any offers, right? So make offers, right? How many offers did I make? Don't be afraid of insulting people, right? You got to learn to get past that. How many offers did I make today? How many distressed homeowners did I talk to? How many did I talk to by phone? How many did I actually talk to in person? How many people did I actually talk to today? How many people did I let know what I do? How many people did I introduce to my business, the relationships, right? The more people that know what you do, the more you can stand a chance of getting a deal, right? How many appointments did I make? So out of all those people I talked to today, how many appointments did I make? How many appointments did I make? How many offers did I get accepted? And that's the good part. So how many offers did I get accepted? Then you can start tracking how many deals you got under contract, how many you got actually set up to close, and then your business is going to start to take off. But the most important part about it is activity. Without activity, you're dead in the water. You're dead in the water. If you don't have daily activities that's lead to money-making activities, then you're dead. Then you're dead. So you got to figure out what you need to do on a daily basis to get to this yearly goal. So start with the end in mind. What you want to make a year, what you need to do monthly, weekly, and what you need to do every day to reach that weekly goal, that monthly goal, that yearly goal. And you should be able to exceed, actually for 120 in this area is nothing. It's nothing. And this works for real estate investors, also real estate agents. Real estate agents, these are people that need to sell. You should be targeting these people just like investors. Investors got good at, they're great at marketing. As an agent, you should be following the same process that these guys do, because these people will trust and deal with a real estate agent because they know you guys are licensed and you have a fiduciary duty before they even talk to an investor, because they think investors, all they want to do is rip them off. So as an agent, go after the same leads. You'll probably get plenty of deals and plenty of listings where you probably have to start building a team because you won't be able to handle it all. You won't be able to handle it all. So set your yearly goal, set your marketing budget, set your daily schedule, and stick with your schedule. You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. I can hope this helps somebody, and I guarantee you, if you did this, you'll make more than $120,000. I don't care what market we in, an up market or a down market. I don't care what market we in. You're gonna make a lot of money. Have any questions? You can contact me at marylandhousepros@gmail.com, or you can reach me at 240-389-4319. Kerry Woods. See you guys later.